Black Bento.
You should be listening.
What's going on, everybody? I hope you know our voices by now, but if you don't, this is your boy Meech, and I'm accompanied by my co-host to my left.
Yo, it's Drew.
And to my right.
It's Nizzy.
And together, we'd like to welcome you to Black Bento episode 4.
Facts.
For sure.
Facts.
So, just for a little recap of episode 3, I'm going to pass this over to O'Neal so he can give you a little rundown.
Oh, on the spot. So basically, last episode was an anime episode like this one. And we talked about a couple things, but we really got into our ranking system and what we thought added up to a good anime. The recipe for a good anime. Mm-hmm. So if you don't remember, or you didn't listen to the episode yet, the recipe consists of plot progression, character design, closure, animation, emotional appeal, uniqueness and creativity, and logical consistency. Because don't nobody want to watch a show that don't make no damn sense.
No sense whatsoever.
True.
So yes, that is the recipe. And we promised y'all in the last episode that we will put it to the test in the following episode, which we are here now.
And it was a process to find out, well, to figure out which anime we were going to use. We spent almost an hour. And then Nizzy came out thinking out of the box. And he came up with...
Could we get a...
drum roll?
Avatar. The Last Airbender. Yeah, I know some of y'all thinking, oh, that's not an anime, it was on Nickelodeon. No, clown. It was a fucking anime, boy. And don't disrespect Aang, Zuko, or anybody from the set again.
Word. Put respect on all their head tops. They the original. They OGs.
When you was a youngin', you was watching Avatar The Last Airbender, and you was picking what element you wanted.
Fire.
That was an anime.
Wind. Water. Earth. That's dope. All right. So let's start this off. Plot progression.
Wait. Before we actually rank it real quick, y'all.
Oh, okay.
Let's all give our own the Bento Boy take. You feel me? Give a little take on the show. Overall opinion.
So you starting this off?
Something quick.
You starting this off then?
I think Drew got something in there.
Oh, you got something to say about this,
Huh? Flavor of the anime? Alright. I'm going to say that for Avatar, in case you guys haven't watched it or aren't aware, probably under a rock.
The show's like 20 years old, bro.
Okay. What you mean? They grew up with it.
There's people that haven't seen it. There's people who haven't seen it.
Exactly.
So basically, synopsis.
Little synopsis is the show is about a lineage of a certain type of individual who's able to essentially save the world because there's all types of turmoil and devastation going on in the world at certain periods of time. So this chosen individual gets reincarnated generation after generation and is basically used to keep the world in balance and in check. So crazy shit just doesn't happen all the time. So the main character is essentially a child. And this child is bestowed upon this responsibility, but ends up being frozen for a certain amount of time. So after they come back, after their little hiatus of being frozen, they come into this world where shit's popping off, but they're just a kid. So they have to learn and adjust to the world that's going on now, and he has to grow into becoming the savior for this world. So, just a quick little take on
key component.
All right, to shorten this up for you guys, I appreciate you.
No,
Thank you very much. It was dope. It was dope.
The key component
is the Avatar.
Yeah.
The Avatar. The Avatar.
That was actually impressive. I'm impressed. Yeah.
All right. The Avatar is the one human being who can master all 4 elements: earth, fire, water, air. And then sometime in time, like during some period of time, the Avatar disappears. And then balance is thrown off because one of the nations, the Fire Nations, decide to take over the world. And then Avatar The Last Airbender starts when the Avatar are coming back, when the Fire Nation rules the world. And then the story kicks off.
And he's called The Last Airbender because his people of Airbenders got wiped out.
Clean.
Hence being The Last Airbender. So, that's the little synopsis of the show. If you haven't seen it yet, I encourage you to figure out a way to watch it. I don't even know what platform you would find that on. I'm sure there's some crevice on the internet.
Excuse.
Watch cartoons online.
There's some crevice on the internet.
Solar
Some
movie.
dark corner.
Some dark path or alleyway on the internet. You can watch this at. But that's
Just
your
don't-
discretion, all right?
Do not hit the dark web. Just avoid that entirely.
Yeah, it's not that serious.
What?
But, yeah, let's rank it now.
Let's jump right in there.
So the first one's plot progression. How do y'all feel the show of Avatar progressed this plot?
I thought it progressed this plot relatively well. I'm not saying there weren't any quote unquote filler episodes, but it wasn't enough to detract from the main storyline. It focused a lot on character development. It definitely fleshed out the area, the setting of the time. And I felt that every character, or almost every character that was introduced, was relatively relevant. And the ones that weren't relevant, they didn't have that much focus on them.
Yeah, they didn't waste much time on side characters. You mainly focus on the main cast the whole time in the show.
Whole time.
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty good.
And to the point with filler episodes, I think like the misconstrue that a lot of people like pick up with the filler episodes is that I don't think it's necessarily that they have filler episodes. I think they just have filler time in some of these episodes. So they minimize that as much as possible and just keep on pushing towards the main story with doing like little filler things in some episodes. So it's actually pretty consistent flowing and it works because you get a laugh out of some of the filler things that they do.
You agree with that, Dimitri?
Yeah, I agree.
Correct. I mean, I don't remember fully. I watched the anime a long time ago. So if you remember any filler episodes, like an entire episode dedicated to something off the rails, then
No, they definitely had that. They definitely the
Really?
whole watermelon episode. Remember that shit? The watermelon salesman.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Andrew, in the sense that majority of the shows were like actual part of the story, but I feel like there's a couple throwaways. And I think one thing we have to remember is that it was designed as a kid show, so it was actually aimed at a kid audience. So they had to make it silly.
yeah.
So I don't knock it for plot progression at all. Really, I really like the whole book concept.
Speaking of, I'm glad you brought that up.
The 4 different books.
I think the plot progression in each book was a little bit different.
It was for sure.
Yeah.
So I feel like the water book, which was the first one,
Yeah.
I believe,
Had
that
a
was
great-
more. It was great storyline, everything. It was more introductory,
Oh, yeah, it was the first one, and it had a great ending too.
right? But when I'm saying, I think the book that had the least amount of quote unquote filler was Book of Fire.
That was the end game.
Yeah.
That was Endgame. So I think they knew that they couldn't
That
waste
was
any
straight to
time.
business.
But you know,
Definitely.
the show takes a real dark turn, like after book.
2, Earth.
It's at the end of book 2.
At the end of book
Takes
2,
a
end
it
of
takes
book two,
when
yeah.
he gets knocked out.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
He
Yes.
gets knocked out. That takes a real dark turn because the rest of the show is like serious as hell.
Yeah.
So wait, what book is Air? 3rd?
Air has
They don't have a book.
because there's no Air Nation.
Show us the 4th one.
There's
There's
no
no
first. There's
fourth
only
book.
3 books.
There's only 3 books.
Just 3 books. Fire's the last
Okay.
one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, book. I love how book 1, the water book, ended when the moon spirit. That was hard.
Yeah.
That was hard.
And creative. Very creative.
Creative as fuck.
Creative as fuck. And it actually hints to the spirit world.
Which is dope
Yeah,
ass
yeah.
concept.
It's a dope ass concept.
Dope ass concept.
Going back, I
And what
completely forgot about that because that's when they introduced the big spirit fish thing, right?
yeah, I mean
The koi.
the koi fish was the moon spirit. Was technically part of
That
the moon
was
spirit.
that was the end of the book, right?
Yeah,
yeah, end of the book. And actually we don't know, we're not gonna really talk about Legend of Korra, but it actually sets up Legend of Korra very well as well.
You didn't watch it?
No, I mean I'm saying we're not talking about
Yeah, I
Legend
know.
of
I'm
Korra.
saying,
Yeah.
did you
No,
watch
but
it?
I watched Legend of Korra, yeah. And the whole concept.
I think I watched all of it. I think
I did not watch the last season. I watched.
the first season. I think
Yeah.
I'm on the same boat too. I watched the
Yeah.
first season.
Yeah, the last season basically they just connect the human world and the spirit world. Crazy, it's amazing. So it sets out pretty well.
So overall, if we was to put a number on Avatar's plot progression, what would y'all put?
I give it a 9 to 9.5. I'm indecisive. I'll give it a 9. Not feeling that.
What makes it not a 10?
The filler time. Me personally, I felt like it's dope. For example, like the Kyoshi Warriors. Like, I thought they were dope. It's very great to see women empowered and all stuff, but I really don't feel like that they were that important to the storyline. They gave you a lot of background into why they were inspired warriors. Avatar Kyoshi, one of the previous Avatar before Aang. But I felt like they weren't necessary as much.
You know, I wouldn't rank it so high. There's some things I didn't like. I feel like the show gets really slow at random intervals. So like in book 1, like Sokka, I'm not a fan of Sokka at all.
I'm not a fan of Sokka either. No.
And I feel like there's parts in book 1 where it's so slow. Like there's no progression because he already meets up with Katara and Sokka. So and they're on their way to the southern water tribe?
The northern tribe. They're from the south. Yeah.
So that whole transition to the northern tribe was like,
and they focused on Sokka.
I think that's when they went around and just started exploring.
Yeah, I know it's introductory, but like it was. If to rewatch the whole thing in one sitting, that would be like boring as hell.
Well, I mean, I think the Book of Water is the most boring one out of all of them, anyway.
For sure. And then even in the Earth book, I didn't like Boomy at all.
You didn't like Boomy?
He's a fan favorite. Wow. But I feel like the whole progression through the Earth Kingdom, him meeting his old friend, even though his old friend's old as hell now, like
112.
I wasn't a fan. I didn't like the show. For me, it was always good, but I didn't love it until he woke up from his coma.
So to the Book of Fire.
Yeah, so like that's
when last book.
That's when I loved it. Yeah, when he had hair, boy, I loved the show right there because he was actually more mature. You know how I feel about childish characters.
He didn't have a choice at that point in time.
I know.
Endgame now. We're in the end game now.
We watched it.
I know, but you know how I feel about childish characters.
You didn't like childish characters as a child?
No, I really didn't. I legit thought he was too childish.
If you don't grow up fast and you're not traumatized, O'Neal can't fuck with you.
Essentially.
Moral of the story.
And if you don't kill.
Oh yeah, you get.
All right. You're not gonna get on that. Yeah. But for me, I'm gonna give it a 7.
Oh
wow.
It's not bad, but the childlikeness of it, I understand it's a kids show. But if we're looking at it in regards to this anime
and the grand
scheme, so is this adult O'Neal grading it?
Of course, of course.
Periods of time.
O'Neal? No, adult O'Neal. Teen O'Neal was he didn't give a fuck. Adult O'Neal's looking at it in the grand scheme of anime in general. You know what I'm saying? Because you give it a 9 in the concept that the shows around it didn't stand a chance. But now I'm comparing it to other shows we given a 9 to. Mm-hmm. It don't deserve no 9 compared to like Brotherhood. And you know what I'm saying? Like, compare it to other animes. When you rank you pick your number, is all I'm saying. Don't pick it because you
right. You know what? I'll give you that. So I'll knock it down to 8.
Is that reasonable, what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's reasonable, yeah.
So we got to compare it to the other 9s. When you say a 9, I'm thinking...
You're thinking you're general.
But I mean, you're generalizing, but if you're...
That could be knocked... I don't see what's the reason to knock it if it does a good job at doing it.
At its own audience.
Because then it's like... Well, how can I say this? You take away from other shows. If you're putting it so close to shows that are way better, you know what I mean?
I don't think it takes away from them. I just think it's a tribute to how great they did at their
job.
Yeah.
Well, all right, I'll give it a 7.
You know,
I don't think it was that fancy. Because when I hear 9, when I hear anything above 7, I'm thinking some of the best animes out. I'm just saying.
Great at that category, though.
I know. I'm just saying in that category.
Right, so you think it's okay?
So I'll give it a solid 7.
Okay.
All right. I'm sticking with 8. Drew?
I think I have to go in that ballpark right there. I'd say like a 8.5 for me. I'll go highest. I think they did a good job. They were concise with putting it in the books. That was number 1. That was probably like.
But it's no different from a season. It's no different from a season, bro. It's just a name for a season.
I know.
Like, it sounds cool. Hey, book 1, guys.
I think it did a good job at keeping it concise and focused, though. You know what I mean?
It was geared towards something.
Yes,
I agree with
exactly. They put an end mission for that book, and then they completed that end mission. Then they put Book Earth. They set it to discovering and learning Earth. Give an end mission, completed that end mission. Fire, same thing.
So I love that part of it too. That it had an end goal, and he met the goal by the end of the book. But my critique is the shit he did on the way to that goal. That's my critique. Like the Book of Earth. There's a lot of bullshit.
Like we were just saying.
I thought the Book of Earth was amazing.
Man, there was a lot of progression towards it, but there was also a kid aspect with it. You know what I mean? It kept everything light until it got serious, like real towards the Book of Fire. But
I think we're not paying enough tribute to the Book of Earth. I thought that was.
Honestly, I thought it was a fantastic book.
It was a fantastic book. From him going to Omashu to meet Boomy, to him meeting sandbenders in the desert when he's in the library with the owl spirit, to him finding Toph, and Toph pretty much
His
inventing
connection-
metal bending in that
His
point in
connection
time.
with Appa.
Like, I thought that was.
I just really didn't like the whole Boomy arc. I didn't like the city of the Earth Nation and like.
I mean,
and Ba Sing Se.
I didn't like Ba
in the
Sing Se.
Dai Li. You don't like Ba Sing Se?
That's
Whoa, Ba Sing Se.
I can't rock with you
The
on
Dai Li
that.
was hard.
The Dai Li was hard.
tough. Dai Li was tough.
They pull up
Hey.
on you from anywhere, bro. They hang it upside down like ow, like
Them
bats. I
them
mean, like
niggas-
bats.
But
Drop
see what
down.
Batman just lurk on you, just.
Yeah.
Sidebar, them niggas in Katara, in Hush It, the niggas with the gloves.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh god.
Yeah, so the Earth Nation's hard. Alright, y'all changing my mind. I'm gonna go with an 8. I was critiquing it too hard.
Word.
I'm gonna go with an 8.
8. All right, that's cool.
So what's that? 8 or 8 for 5?
That's 8. You know what? I'll keep it to 8 just to round it off, make a nice number. So that's a solid 8 for us.
So for plot progression, we got an 8 across the board. Next is character design.
Man,
You know some of these designs is basic, man. Don't hype this shit up. Man.
yeah. I mean,
And come on.
all right. Don't
They
get
could've
me
did a better job.
Look, they are basic, but I mean, to be fair, they're in a simpler time.
They're
They're in a simple time.
simple time.
Hey, look.
We're just
Hey, look. They're in a simple time. The Airbenders are all nothing but monks. So I mean, they really don't have that much
Look at
character
Sokka.
design. to them
Sokka's a
whatsoever.
bum, bro.
I didn't say Sokka. I said the
His
Airbenders.
ponytail
I said the
He has
Airbenders.
no hang time with his ponytail, bro. Like, he's a bum, bro.
Damn,
They didn't have
what's
extensions
up,
back then, my
Sokka
guy.
didn't even have powers. How you from the water tribe and can't bend water?
Everybody from the water
Yo,
tribe
there's
can
only-
bend water.
Bro, he's a bum.
That's like saying that everybody in Earth Nation, can they bend Earth? No.
Most of them.
What?
Anyway, Sokka's a bum. But go ahead.
Sokka is a bum, but I'm just saying, like,
Damn, where all this soccer he coming from?
Bro, I hated him since I was a kid. I just never got to vocalize it.
That sounds like a lot of suppressed hatred.
Anyway, go ahead.
so the Airbenders, their character design was pretty much confined to what monks. If you go to China or Japan and we see monks, they're going to be dressed the same. They're going to have shaved heads. So I can't really give it to them. And I can't really, like, hit them on that one.
Fight Nation.
But no,
They're good
you
with the
still
Fight Nation.
can.
though.
That could be a way. Because that
That's
could be
a
a way
critique.
of. I mean, yes, I get what you're saying. It's a standard for monks, but that could be a way of normalizing a dress so that you don't have to be so unique with dressing characters.
I don't get what you're
It's
saying.
not a
though.
manga. The only benefit to that is if you're drawing and you need to simplify it.
You have to draw before you do animation as well.
So what are you trying to say that the Air Nation, the way they're designed is weak?
You don't have.
It's lazy? Or
It
what are you
is.
trying to say?
That's what he's trying. Exactly what he's saying. In Inuyasha, in the manga, all the girls look the same.
Every girl in Inuyasha is Kikyo.
No, of course. Yeah, every girl looks the same, but you got to hit Inuyasha on that because these are girls from all over Japan that look the same.
Alright,
Like,
so
these are-
Let's not. All right,
let's
let's
focus
focus
back.
track.
But in Avatar: The Last Airbender, there's legit the Northern Air Temple and there's the
Alright,
Southern Air Temple.
so let's critique the main character's designs.
Alright, so
let's
we're
start
talking
with
about Aang.
basic as fuck.
His basic design.
Basic
he's
as
a basic
fuck.
design.
He gets that's a
Like,
low.
He's just a bald kid with a rope.
They could have been more inspired.
You know, actually, I could give you like the character design for the main characters across the board are pretty basic.
Zuko, I love the scar.
I thought Zuko's character design was dope.
Him and Azula have the best designs in me. Everyone else,
Why Azula?
Iroh's literally just a fat guy.
I think
Azula?
I think
I just like-
I don't know
I
about Azula.
I like her design, like how she looks, and then her personality too.
I would agree with you on Zuko.
So we put personality in character design, right?
Oh,
I mean,
Or we just a strictly appearance.
strictly. Let's
Strictly
go strictly.
appearance.
That's strictly.
All right, so I still like how Azula looks.
So I'll give you Zuko.
Yep.
I would argue Toph over Azula.
Toph
yes,
I
Toph
thought
is a good
Toph
character.
is
design.
fire.
I like
Toph
Toph.
is
Her
fire.
character design is
Toph
dope.
is
Her
fire.
character
Because
design
I
being
seen
short-
Toph and the blindness. Nah.
Her being short too, that was creative as fuck.
Yeah.
Yo, on their part.
Her walking
Everyone
barefoot, her
thought-
seeing through her feet,
everyone
bro.
thought she was Brolic, this whole
Shouts out to
menacing
her.
figure.
Yo, her
Yeah.
using vibrations on the ground
Oh,
to see
yeah,
through her
yeah.
feet. Oh, she was cold, bro. She was cold.
But strictly
appearance.
appearance.
Strictly appearance, but I'm saying her appearance. she's
Yeah,
barefoot.
she has
She's
one of the best
barefoot.
designs.
Yeah.
Boomy's ass. Come on.
What?
Come on, Boomy's design. Nah, I'm not talking about his character. I know he our favorite. Design? Come on. He's like
Nah,
Iroh.
I
He's
thought
different from Iroh.
What?
Iroh's
Nah,
ass.
I thought Boomy's character design was actually pretty dope too.
Yeah?
From the outfits
The
he
old
wears.
dude that ended up Brolic.
He's
and his-
hunchback.
and
He's hunchback. You don't think he's Brolic when you first see him.
Yeah,
And then when he gets serious, then he just turns up and he looks like The Rock.
yeah. I think that was actually extraordinarily creative. Well, not extraordinarily. That's gas. but I think he was pretty.
I love. You know, my favorite designs go to the avatars besides Aang.
Like Kyoshi. Oh, Avatar Kyoshi was
She was
dope. She was
Kyoshi
dope.
was hard.
As a matter of fact, the Kyoshi Warriors. Now I gotta give respect to the Kyoshi Warriors because now like their character designs were hard.
The White Lotus too.
Not so much. Not so much. Not so much.
Why not the White Lotus? What takes away from that?
I mean, there was really nothing different besides like their hairstyles. They wore the same outfit, whatever. They had different.
I was thinking
abilities,
about their
I mean.
symbol.
The symbol's pretty great. I mean, it's a White Lotus, literally.
Okay.
All right. So, any other characters that are unique that stand out to y'all? That
Nah, man. I think Toph. Oh, my dude with the Tien. Shoot beams on his head.
Oh, the one. Oh, yeah, the one that Sokka beat.
my God.
With flop.
Nah. Sokka didn't beat him. He hit him with the boomerang in the head and it, like combusted in his face or something.
Yeah.
But no, he's very creative too.
That's
He's
a
very
dope
creative.
design. Tien. He's basically Tien from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You don't remember who Tien is? The nigga with the third.
Well, I'm not a fan of
Chiaotzu?
Dragon Ball Z, so.
The dude with the third
Bro,
eye.
I'm not a fan of Dragon Ball Z.
My
so,
fault.
like, you know what I mean?
Well, basically,
that's
Tien's a third eye dude, and he does the same attack. He shoots shit out his eye.
Okay. But yeah, I agree with you. That's a
Yeah, he's one of the better
Yeah.
designs.
That's a
I
dope
agree.
character
I think
design.
the avatars, him and Toph, the previous avatars, because even
Roku.
Yes.
Roku was hard.
Roku. I was
Oh,
just about to say Roku.
wait. So if we talking character design, we gotta talk some of these spirits. Because one of my scariest things as a kid,
The owl?
The owl
Was-
spirit
the owl
was
spirit?
terrifying.
that was terrifying. But I love owls. so-
terrifying.
Anyway, it doesn't bother me that much.
Yeah.
Mainly, what I was terrified of, the face stealing centipede.
Oh,
Oh my god, that's first of all,
Oh
10
my
in creativity for that. That was god tier creativity.
Oh my
If you
God.
smile, he takes your face.
Yeah.
Yo, who's the author of this shit?
Yeah,
like,
right.
we need to shout this dude out, bro.
He's
'Cause
some
this,
American guy.
This shit is creative. If Aang really had to be like, yo, I can't smile, I can't do nothing. Straight face.
And you know,
I could have did that.
You know,
Yo, even speaking. All right, so you know the big island turtles?
yeah.
The lion turtles? The lion turtles.
the
the
lion
one that
turtles.
Aang
The
came
lion
in contact
turtles
with? The
creative
one that
as
Aang
hell.
talked to before he faced the
lion
Fire Lord?
turtles, yeah,
I thought that was creative as hell too. I thought
Yo,
that
all the
was really
spirits
cool.
were dope as fuck.
They were.
The owl spirit was scary. Niggas
Scary
was-
as fuck.
I even like the flying bison concept. The Appa.
Oh shit, Appa's a dope character.
Yeah, he is.
Appa is a dope ass
That's
character.
like
The whole yip yip.
Yep, and he flies off.
Momo, even Momo, the little monkey.
Damn, see that's what I'm telling you. We gotta really have a list of best non-human characters, bro. I'm telling you,
Appa hitting that for me.
Future episode.
that's a future discussion.
That's a big move.
That
I don't think
that
that's talked
face
about
stealing centipede, I gotta figure out his name. That nigga had me shook. I was scared to watch the episode. Like, goddamn. But anyway, so what's our rank? If we
Whoa.
consider the spirits now, its score went up.
I mean, if I'm gonna start this off, I'm giving it a 7.
That's nice.
You think that's nice?
I think that's.
I thought I was saying
think
because we weren't
After
including
we
the spirits.
just put in the spirits
That's a 7.
and the
It has to be 7.
without the
animal-
spirits.
I was gonna-
Without the spirits.
I was giving
Only
that
human-
shit like a 4.5 to a 5. Like I'm not even gonna lie.
Facts. I was with you.
Like
on
a
that.
4.5 to a 5.
All right, so the spirits for me knocked it up to a 6. 7 is generous.
I'm a generous.
Okay, I'm not. But like I said, when I think of these numbers, I think of other shows in this number. So 7 is like, okay, now you compared it to other 7s. Y'all don't agree with that?
I mean,
That
no,
makes sense.
no, it makes
It makes
sense.
sense,
I agree, it
exactly.
makes
So,
sense. But I'm just
It's
saying,
a 6 because the human characters drag it down. The human characters are not that great, but the spirit creatures, fire.
Yeah,
So you're going 6?
6, yeah.
You 7.
yeah, I'm saying with 7. And Drew, what are you gonna give it? Just go 6.5 because you know.
Nah, like I'm leaning more towards a 7.
Okay,
I like the spirits.
Just say 7. You agree with me? Just say you agree with me.
I
dog.
honestly, God, I was leaning towards this to begin with. But as soon as we mentioned the spirits, I forgot how slept on they were.
Oh, so you're gonna
The
say
lion
8. So
turtle.
he's gonna bring it up to 7.5 to 8.
Nah, I was gonna put it up to
7.
like yeah.
So without the spirits, you were gonna say.
like 5.5.
All right, so we were all in the same ballpark. So what are you gonna no, after the spirits?
7.
7? That's dope.
Cool.
I forgot
All right.
about that spirit.
That
That centipede guy. That's crazy. I forgot about
overall
him.
rank.
Or her, or it, whatever it was.
So the next topic now, closure.
6.7.
Closure.
Oh, apologize. So for that category of character design, Bento Boys gives an official overall rank 6.7. Sounds pretty solid.
Character design 6.7. I think that's a fair.
Wow.
Goal. See, if y'all wasn't so soft,
So are we gonna round that up?
it would be a more reasonable score.
So are we gonna round that up? This is math class. We can round it up. 6.7.
Nah,
Round
we
it up.
round down out here, B.
Round it down. Come on. It's a
Like,
whole
like,
6.7.
you said
all my professors round down. That's just how I learned to do it. You got 6.8? Nah, that's 5, bro. What? Anyway, closure now.
Closure.
So it goes out of the show.
was not satisfied with the ending at all.
Really?
I thought Aang should have killed him. One.
Wow.
The Fire Lord, obviously.
Well, we knew that.
It's a kid's show. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's a kid's show.
Nothing
What
new
a
here.
surprise.
But
Pain, misery, and death.
taking his and then two, he learned how to take powers in the fight. Made no sense.
He didn't learn how to take it in the fight.
When did he learn how to take powers?
With the lion,
The
his
turtle.
conversation with the lion turtle.
The turtle talked to him before the fight.
Yes,
So
he
it
did.
wasn't in
So
fight,
he
bro.
prepped him. He was like, all right,
He
son.
did prep him. Remember,
He's like, son, this is what you
touched
about to
him.
do.
He touched him.
Yeah, that's all he did.
So he
And
passed
he gave
on
him
the
the ability.
knowledge.
He passed on the knowledge on how to
Look
do
at
That's
that.
ass.
Yo,
Wow,
all
that's
right.
ass.
Before
Aang was on some gangster shit, and then he got to him and took his power. Okay, but then locking him up, like, come on, that's soft. Anyway,
all right,
2, I'm not happy with.
I got this, Drew.
I'm not happy with.
I got this. Don't worry about
You
it.
know he's 12, right?
I got Drew. I got this, bro. I got this, bro.
Max like 13.
Drew, I got this, bro.
Yo, they wiped out the airbending.
Drew,
nation.
I got this,
the
bro.
entire airbending nation got
Drew, I got
wiped.
this, bro. When it's my turn, bro, I got this, dog. I
What's
got
up,
this. Go ahead.
13?
Anyway,
finish
Become
what
a
you were
murder overnight?
saying. Finish what you were saying.
Anyway, Zuko's mom never having an ending was unsatisfactory. I don't know if it was in Korra. I didn't watch all of it.
They did a separate series on that.
Yes.
They did a separate series, and I didn't know about it.
He actually meets his mom.
That's ass.
They had a
His mom is
comic-
banished. She's not dead.
Yeah.
I know, but that's ass. I would have liked to see that in the show or within a year of the show ending, not several years later. Anyway, so him not actually defeating the Fire Lord, which wiped out mad people and his people, and getting revenge for his clan. Okay, like a real nigga would. Anyway,
Okay.
and then 2, Zuko's mom. I was unsatisfied with that, and then I would like to see them like a little time skip after the show ended, seeing where they are now.
So Korra.
No, yeah, basically a grown Avatar in the show.
Yeah,
They
I
don't
mean,
do that, right?
in
It just ends with him and
No, it just ends.
him kissing Katara.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would have liked a nice little time skip, even if it was a couple minutes.
I mean, they technically did flashbacks
It
in
was-
Korra,
it
so you
was-
saw what
it was
happened.
like a
What
couple
happened
months.
after?
That was a couple months. It wasn't a year.
I know, but I'm saying it would have been cool to see like where they are
Grown
now.
up, Aang.
Yeah, not wait for Korra to see it.
All right. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying there.
So my score on closure, 7.
Wow.
Come on, dog.
I've been waiting for this. I was waiting for O'Neal to finish talking on this topic. Write his 7 down so we can just do the math real quick. No, I'm giving it for closure. I'm giving this a 9.
A 9?
I'm giving this a 9.
Whoa, what?
And yo, I'm borderline teetering, giving it a 10.
Who?
Borderline teetering, giving it a 10. And that whole idea of him not killing the Fire Lord, that's perfect. Like I don't agree with you on that. Because I think
not.
that speaks to Aang's
You're a
character.
Deku fan.
That speaks to Aang's character, nonetheless. The whole time, even when people were like, "Look, you have to kill the Fire Lord," Aang was talking to the past avatars. They were like, "Look, whenever problem we wrote, when we had a problem,
smoked his ass.
yeah, we smoked his ass. We dropped the body. We made sure those niggas were taking a dirt nap. You know what I mean? That's what they said. And
All
that's
the
what he
previous
said.
Avatar was like, yo, you gonna kill him, right?
And Aang was like, yo, that's not what I was taught. The monks taught me. Like, he was still a monk at the end of the day. And he was like, yo, I don't want to kill somebody because all life is precious. Whether it's good, bad, animal, human, all that stuff. So you really see him soul searching on trying to find another method.
He made the most predictable choice. Anyway, go ahead.
You did not see that being.
What?
No one ever expected Aang to take away the Fire
not
Lord's
that part.
bending.
Not that part. I'm talking about sparing his life. Sparing his life was so predictable.
we knew that.
Yeah, of course, we knew he was going to kill him. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway,
No one saw
go
the
ahead.
back
And all
end
that
of it.
stuff. And then he talks to the lion turtle. The lion turtle's like, yo, that's real. I respect it. Here's what you can do. And then he comes back. He takes the Fire Lord's bending away. And now there's no more Fire Lord after that. He's just in jail for the rest of his life. He can't even break out.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. That's a G way of doing it. He has a code. He stuck by it.
Crazy without murder.
Without murder. The problem is still solved.
It's almost like he had restraint.
You know what I mean? And then, like, look, when Azula probably got locked up, he probably took her bending away too. So, I don't know. Because she wasn't a problem after that. We don't know. It's just an assumption of mine. But yeah, for closure, yeah, I'm sticking with
So
it.
you were satisfied with the ending entirely?
I was satisfied with ending entirely.
Wow.
Entirely. Not one
You
thing.
didn't want to see future Aang at all?
That's where I knock it.
No, I was satisfied with the way it ended.
Him just kissing Katara and your imagination figures it out?
Yeah, because he restored balance to the world and
How do you know
he
that,
found love
though?
his life.
Actually, Zuko restored balance to the world.
No,
He just
Zuko,
defeated
no,
Fire Lord.
no.
No, dead ass. If Zuko wasn't there, it would be slow. Zuko had to rise up and take over.
I mean, he had to be the new Fire Lord, yeah.
He played his role.
He played his role.
Zuko
You know what I mean?
played a serious role.
Yeah, he played a good support. He played a significant support role. Yeah. That's
Aang
cool.
played the most important role.
Yeah, he'd be the Fire Lord.
Okay, whatever.
I'm starting to think that you don't like Aang.
Yo, I really do enjoy Aang as a character. It's just, I feel like he let his clan down.
You know,
your clan got wiped. Andrew, I don't think you got.
I love Aang as a character, but he a bitch for real, yo.
I don't think y'all acknowledge the fact that his whole clan got wiped out and he didn't shed a fucking tear.
What?
This dude, okay, he cried when he went back. I'm saying he ran off like a softie, giving up his responsibility. Deku didn't do that.
He didn't want to be.
He was a child.
Come on.
I don't want to hear that. Deku was a child.
Yo, he didn't want to be the Avatar.
Oh my god!
Why wouldn't you want to be the Avatar?
Why would you want too much responsibility, dog?
No. He's the only Avatar to ever fucking run.
Bro, that assumes that everybody who has
he
powers
ran off, froze himself.
All these Avatars had years of...
He ran off, froze himself for 100 years, came back trying to save the world when the shit was already gone. His past avatars was like, where the fuck were you at? And it's like, yo, the world needed a hero, just like the intro says. But anyway, I'm not going to keep going. Andrew, what you get?
Drew, please speak.
Alright, so... I would have to say that my final take on this one would probably be roughly around 8.5.
My ballpark.
I agreed to the fact that there should have been at least some type of time skip as to where they are now. That's personal preference for me.
There we go.
But also, it gives you closure as to what's going on in the future. Because, like we said, it led to Korra. And in Korra, there was still imbalance going on. So, yeah, there was, bro.
No, there wasn't.
Then what would be the need for Korra?
There was no imbalance going on.
Then what would be the need for Korra?
Right.
She was an avatar, was she not? If there were a balance in the world, there would be no avatar.
That's not true at all.
Wow.
The avatar gets reincarnated once another avatar dies, regardless if it's balanced or not balanced.
But the point of the avatar is to keep balance, right?
Okay.
So if there's no balance being...
There was balance by the time Korra became Avatar, but then she was unable to keep it in balance because she was an inadequate Avatar at that point in time.
So they get... Let me get this straight. They get reincarnated even
whether
if
the
there's balance?
yes, even if there's balance, yes, they're reincarnated regardless.
I thought that was the point of why they got...
No, they got reincarnated.
Okay. Anyway, I would have liked to see the future of Aang. Like how he was as an adult, how they all were as an adult, how they governed, so like some of their policies.
Him living
out how the world was, even his kids, if you know what I mean, just to see how that all played out.
They gave you that in Korra though.
That's a separate
he
show.
Wasn't,
that's the point.
Aang physically wasn't in Korra as a live character.
Yes, he was dead.
Yes, that's not the same. It's not the same impact.
But they showed a flashback though.
It's not.
I mean. Yeah. All right,
I shouldn't have to watch an entire another show to get closure on the first show.
I mean, I don't really.
Naruto had Naruto.
You don't have to watch Naruto to get closure on Naruto. Like you got closure seeing him marry Hinata. Like
oh yeah, in the last
episode. Like I was satisfied with Naruto's ending.
Yeah.
You don't. I literally don't even watch Naruto. You don't need to. It's a complete separate story. So to use Korra to give people closure for Avatar is dumb.
But I mean, that's assuming people didn't get closure after Avatar. Like I said, I had almost complete closure.
So if people did, they wouldn't show flashbacks. They wouldn't even talk about it.
I mean, yes, they would.
They would reference him, but
I mean,
they
give you the rundown of what happened.
Like they literally show you.
Not necessarily. They just gave you one instance of what Aang had to stop that bloodbender one time, and that was it. That's it. And then they never referenced.
So what's your score?
7.5. Oh, no, 8.5.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
You giving it a what?
I'm giving it a 9.
A 9?
I'm giving it.
So what makes it a 10? Why is it not a 10 for you?
I'm trying to be as hard as you.
Alright.
That's the most honest answer.
Yeah, that's the most honest. But otherwise, it would be a 10 for Meech.
Cool.
So 9 it is.
That gives us a bento score of 8.2.
Next is animation. I think flawless animation.
Man, I don't think we need to spend that much time on this.
Yeah, flawless. It was good.
Giving it a 10.
Vibrant, colorful.
And nothing was spotty. Editing was great in there.
Yeah, editing was fine.
Alright.
So 10 across the board. Yo, the reason why we're laughing, if you're watching any Summer 19 anime,
Fire Force.
The recent episode of Fire Force.
Episode 4, I think, right?
Episode 4. Yeah. Editing was atrocious. So I don't know if y'all noticed, but like these studios are not perfect. They're people.
Clearly.
They're people just like us. And sometimes they animate the shows and they fuck up. So last episode of
they don't fuck up that many times.
Whoever was the editor that day probably got
fire him or her. Get rid of that nigga.
Go watch. His girlfriend probably broke up with him that day. He probably got cheated on.
Bro, go watch the latest episode of Fire Force.
Episode 4.
Just to see what we're talking about. The editing is atrocious. Oh my god. Like there's literal skips. Like I've never seen skips in
not
anime.
Purposeful.
It's like it was glitching like a video game.
Like dude was here talking and he teleported. I was like, yo.
Then it started raining and then it was sunshine. Like
anyway. So across the board 10?
Yeah, across the board 10.
So animation is a perfect score. Next is emotional appeal. Wow, now this is a good one.
And this you could look at this twofold.
Yeah, this show gets to you, boy.
Like,
I ain't gonna hold you.
Like
even as a kid, in my childlike mind, I was emotionally attached to the characters. Like I gave a fuck about Aang. I gave a fuck about Katara, all of them.
Toph, Zuko especially.
Even Sokka?
No.
Are you crazy?
All of them though.
I had no sympathy for Sokka. Even when the love of his life, turned into the moon spirit, I didn't really care.
I don't acknowledge Sokka as a character.
Wow. He actually plays a very central role.
No.
He's a very important member to their squad.
Being a skateboard for them.
Hey.
So Katara could come to me save the day.
Anyways.
Shout out to the women characters. They give women good roles in the show.
Oh, great. They did women
I know
perfectly.
the ladies gonna love that. Like, a lot of
Azula.
Most shonen, they complain how women don't get much airplay.
Azula, dope. Toph, dope. You can make a legitimate argument that Toph and Katara are some of like
the best female characters of all time.
Yes, but I'm talking about in the show, they could be some of the best benders outside of Aang.
Oh, what?
Outside of Aang?
Katara had the blood bender niggas?
Oh, my goodness.
Yo, to this day, that episode was so cold. Right. Like, that was one of my favorite episodes.
And Toph actually invented metal bending.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, like,
she's a real OG.
For sure.
Like she's down.
Azula, great ass villain. Azula was an amazing villain.
She was about that life.
Amazing villain. Her flame being blue, and then
her lightning bending.
When she zapped Aang, remember she zapped Aang and Avatar?
I know people. My
heart dropped. My heart dropped, bro. Right in my chest, straight to my stomach.
And when you watch the episode, I think it's the last book of book 2.
Yes, it's the
you don't expect that shit happening. Aang is fighting Azula, and then you see Aang go on the Avatar state, and you're like, oh fuck, he's about to rock.
Turn up.
He's about to just rock.
Everybody in the crowd was like, Aang.
And all you see is zip, zap, zoom. Nigga, and that nigga slumped.
Chidori that nigga.
Yo, come in, yo. Chidori current, bro, all through his body.
Said, nah,
put that nigga in a coma until book 3.
And then the show ended on that. I was like,
man.
Yeah. And then back then, we ain't have no social media or nothing. So niggas just had to wait. Niggas just had to wait. It wasn't no YouTube. It wasn't no dark web and none of that shit. Niggas just had to wait, boy.
That's the dark ages, dog.
Went back to school tight.
They
killed Aang.
Slam a locker.
Nah, fact.
Chest, man.
So shout out to the female characters of this show. Some of the best.
Word.
But for emotional appeal,
Kyoshis are pretty dope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were pretty dope. And they all got murked at some point in time. Besides Suki. But for the other side of emotional appeal, the way I like to view it is how I believe how the characters feel in their situation. And one, I think the hate towards firebenders was dope.
Oh, it was real.
I thought it was real.
You felt it. And the sorrow for the airbenders.
Right.
When you saw the skeletons there.
But even for the hate towards the firebenders, there was this episode when Zuko was traveling by himself. I don't know if you guys remember. He ends up in the city, in this little village.
Did y'all feel bad for Zuko?
I did feel bad for Zuko.
I felt bad for Zuko.
I felt bad because he just wanted his father to recognize him.
Yeah. I really felt bad. Yo, little arc the arc you're talking about when he was alone, I was like, nah. Yeah.
And he was alone, and then he was rescuing the kid. He was defending the whole village from those earthbenders that were taking over. And then as soon as they found out he was a firebender because he used it to beat the earthbenders, they were just like, bro, get away from us.
Yeah.
Even though he just saved their lives.
Yo,
like
I ain't gonna
the hate was
you.
that real.
I ain't gonna hold you. This show has amazing character development. Amazing.
Who you think had the best?
Aang.
You think so?
I thought
Zuko did. I thought Zuko had the best character development.
Man, I don't know.
The way Zuko started off.
But I'm not mad at Aang. I'm not mad at Aang.
You gotta understand though that like, Aang really went from a 12-year-old to a mature avatar. Like, and you see in every second of it. Like, you didn't get no skips or nothing. Like, I feel like Zuko, they kind of skipped around, came back to his story every now and then.
I wouldn't even say that. They did a pretty good job at progressing with Zuko. You saw how he reacted with his dad, how he wanted his dad's attention.
He was angry for a long time, though.
Yeah, he was.
It was realistic. It was realistic.
Rightfully so.
And then at school, even the
how
other,
he was
even
like-
the own Fire Nation turned like, "Oh, you're just a banished prince." Like your father would never recognize you. His sister was like, "You're trash." Like
he was
his
almost,
father
yeah,
was like, "I should have killed you."
He was almost like an evil.
Yeah, his father's like, "I should have killed
Yeah.
you."
I say they're almost equal. Bazooka was nice. His character development.
Yeah.
And even when he was trying to prove himself to Team Avatar, when he wanted to join them, and they were like, "They go what?"
How he struggled
You're
to
like, "What
listen
you
to his
wanna do?"
uncle. How his uncle was trying to preach to him the whole time, and he was like, "Nah, I gotta do this so I could be like more like my dad."
Speaking of, because in the Book of Fire, I think Zuko and Aang had almost
little moment.
simultaneous character development.
He taught him fire.
Yeah.
Not
No,
even
those
before
were
that.
dragons,
I remember
though.
remember when they both went to the dragons, and
Yeah,
usually like if they weren't
shit.
worthy,
They learned
the
the-
dragons would kill them. But
Yeah.
because Iroh spared the last dragons, they saved Zuko, and because Aang was an avatar, they let Aang live too, and that's how they got taught firebending, like how they mastered firebending. I thought that shit was dope.
Damn,
I thought that was fire.
I forgot about that. I remember that little arc.
Right?
Yeah, it was dope.
I think
and the
Aang-
Sun Warriors that were hidden for like the indigenous
yeah.
people that were hidden for like hundreds of years. People thought they were wiped out, but they were really
Damn, how
there.
they find the time to fit all of this into the plot?
I have no
That's
idea.
just insane.
I don't question God, bro, but I have no
Did they fit
idea.
all of this shit into the show, bro?
Yo, you want to go back?
You want to go back to that plot progression?
You wanna
We can
go
revisit
back?
plot progression.
Yo, we could redo this, bro.
Yo, this show is great.
Yo, you
man.
want to
could
really
really
go back to
redo
plot
this,
progression
bro.
and change
Nah,
it?
Nah, we'll flush everything
Look,
else out.
alright, so
and
really-
then we'll do a double take of what we got.
I agree.
For emotion, I'm
Double
giving
take
10,
of what
bro.
we got.
I give it 10 for emotion.
Yeah.
You're
It
a
gets a
10 for
10
emotion?
I'm giving it a 10 for emotion.
Y'all know I'm the
So,
critic. Y'all know
yeah.
I'm fucking.
Alright.
Y'all know I'm the critic on the show, but
So
It's
your
getting a
argument
10.
for emotion is how the characters, they did a good job
Displaying
at
how they
displaying how
felt.
the characters felt.
Right.
I can
And how
agree
the
with
world reacted to the characters. Oh,
I can agree to that.
Even when Aang pulled up, they were like, yo,
You-
where were you for the past 100 years, bro? You could have prevented all this shit, you dickhead. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They were all tight. Realistic.
yo, you
Yeah.
really felt it for every character.
Realistic.
Yeah.
I think the emotion, the most emotional appealing episode that really got to me is because I was a fan of the whole Aang and Appa dynamic. Like, I love the fact that Aang had that little bison pet that he always used to ride around.
Yep.
So when Aizen got snatched and Aang got serious and had to go get Appa back and he rolled up on
that shit was
Yeah,
hard. That
that's-
shit was
oh
hard.
my god, I lost my shit because I wasn't expecting that out of
picked-
Aang at all.
They pissed Aang off.
I knew he was
Sandbenders, right? When the
Yeah,
Sandbenders rolled up on
they
him?
took off and it was getting ready to
that
settle.
arc was hard, bro.
And rolled up on him and turned Avatar. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that shit was
We gotta watch the Avatar highlights. after.
Yeah, we have to.
Yo, I might have to watch this again, Loki. All right, you're right.
See,
So-
you look at it differently as an adult. You know what I'm saying? Because you just that whole Aang Appa relationship, masterful,
Bro,
masterful.
Loved every second of it. Yep.
Bro, even
That nigga Appa would not let nobody else fly him.
You said yep to Appa.
they even displayed the relationship that
what?
Momo and Appa. They even displayed the relationship that Momo and Appa had.
Yeah.
Remember that little arc, the little arc they had in the Earth Kingdom when everybody was in Boxing Say and they all had like what they were showing all the individual characters in Boxing Say. They had a section about Momo and Appa, bro.
They were
I think-
calling it like boys, yo.
Is this a reach to say that was a nod to Timon and Pumbaa? Is that a reach?
Timon and Pumbaa?
Yeah, from Disney. The Lion King.
Probably.
That's a reach. I was just thinking about it.
But I like how you think it outside the box though.
Nah, you know me.
Yeah.
Because Momo reminded me of Timon.
Yeah.
And Appa's your Puma. Appa's not as silly.
Okay, I'll give you that. But great dynamic.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 emotional appeal. I
Yeah.
felt bad for the characters. Aang development is amazing.
Zuko's
role.
Honestly, them as a forward. Zuko, Katara, Aang, and Sokka all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sokka
impressed,
not having
baby.
bending and proving himself.
And
Having
he's
to think
smart.
outside
The
of the
smartest
box.
one out
Yeah,
of
he
all
was
of them.
he was a
Having to be a
general,
man.
basically.
He was like,
Exactly.
yo, I got to be the man of the group.
Yeah.
Man, great.
So-
Yo, this show's fire.
Yeah, it is
This
fire.
show's fire.
Yeah, I think this one swiped the board.
Yeah.
Honestly.
What's next? Creativity.
Yup.
Oh.
Let's get to it.
Yo, can I start this one off?
Go ahead.
All right, so look, like right now, I'm leaning on a 10 right now for creativity. I'm gonna explain to you why. Beyond the earth, the bending, the fire bending, water bending, air bending, and stuff like that, the fact that some bendings had secondary bending as well, how the Fire Nation had, like, some fire benders had lightning, and then water benders could do blood bending, some of them, and then earthbenders could somehow
and metal.
learn metal, and then the fact that the waterbenders, their powers get amplified in a full moon, and then the firebenders can't bend in a solar eclipse, and then the comet,
I forgot about that,
and then the comet, and then the fucking comet that comes around every 100 years that amplifies the
boom, nigga.
Are you serious right now? Yo, are we serious? Yo, the whole concept of the spirits to go with it. Yo, the fact.
Is one of the most creative shows
Bro, I'm not even done yet.
Let
me finish. The concept of the White Lotus and their whole secret society of how they actually want to unify benders, even in a divided world. Yo, the fact that the Avatar state, if you get killed in the Avatar state, bro, the Avatar lineage stops. That means there's no more Avatar. That's just why they were so hyped when Azula lightning beamed this nigga through the chest, bro.
Everyone just like,
I'm not done. Alright, go ahead. Alright, Yo, I'm sweating right now. Yo, Ty Lee, Azula's friend. The fact that she even invented the like when she hits you in certain joints, the pressure points, you can't bend anymore. Like, yo, this show was creative as fuck.
Can we pay a nod to Iroh training for the day that the firebenders will lose their power? And then he kicked up the fucking door and fucked niggas up with no powers?
Yo.
This nigga Iroh was like
Boomy basically single-handedly taking
the city back from the earth, bro. But he waited for that eclipse though. But
nigga, Iroh was in that jail cell writing fucking chalk lines on the wall, like
Day 13, day 14, day 15. All right, here it is. Nigga, this over.
When he started breathing,
it just blew the whole Ba Sing Se. Yo, and that was actually pretty creative because Iroh was a very successful general, but the one city he couldn't take over was Ba Sing Se. Like, he failed at Ba Sing Se, which is why people shamed him. And then he saves Ba Sing Se when the time comes, and he rescues it from the Fire Nation and gives it back to the Earth Nation.
Masterful.
Like, oh my god,
one of the most creative shows I've ever seen in my life.
So
damn, yo, revisiting this was a great idea.
Yeah, amazing.
Shout out to Nizzy.
Yeah, facts. Good job, bro. I agree.
Alright, so
any other? I like this creativity right.
Hey,
any other nods? Any other nods?
Man, I know you can speak on the spirits and all. I didn't speak on the spirits or anything like that.
I think we've cut.
I mean, that's gonna be a 10 regardless because I thought that was a 10. I thought it deserved a 10.
The show was phenomenal, yo.
Yeah.
I loved every second.
I mean,
so what we doing?
I
already put 10 plus.
10s across the board.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm cool with that.
I don't want no last second. I put 5. But they had a little, hiccup here.
Alright, the last category is...
Wait. I got something to say about creativity again. That actually might knock it down a little bit.
Oh, my God.
Nah, I'm joking. Let's go to the next topic. I'm joking. It's like...
Logical consistency.
Hey, I have no complaints about anything. I mean, if you really want to be a stickler, you could be like, yo, you got a lightning bolt through the fucking chest, bro. Like, you most likely you should have died. You know what I'm saying? Or you got hit with a tidal wave. Like, you should have some type of brain injury or something like that. But I'm not being nitpicky like that. I'm not being nitpicky like that at all.
It was a cartoon. Anime.
So, I'm pretty set on the logical consistency.
Can you think?
I mean, even the fact, think about it. Even the fact that the Fire Nation took over the whole world, and you can say, like, oh, why did the world beat them, whatever? Like, they explained because they used the comet, which amplified their fucking powers. Like 100%.
What that Virgo brain got, bro?
I'm reaching in the pot.
Come on,
I'm reaching for some shit to go.
We need it.
Nah, bro. I think this thing is perfect, man.
We got it.
Logical consistency.
Yeah, I can't think of no knocks on logic.
Me neither.
I think they nailed it, bro. This show is really a great show.
Yeah,
hands down.
I'll have to give it a 10 across the board.
Yeah, we slept on this show, bro.
Yeah,
we
just threw this shit out here because we just didn't know what anime to take. But yo,
this is it. I'm gonna watch some highlights.
I'm gonna have to watch this over again. Fuck the highlights.
That too.
This needs a whole rewatch.
Damn.
Alright, so let's go ahead.
Let's tally up. That was the last category.
So can you just recap what each category got?
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
So just to revisit, for plot progression, the Bento score that we have is officially an 8. Character design, we giving it a 6.7. Closure, got an 8.2. Animation, 10. Emotion, 10. Creativity, 10. And that gives us... Wait, 7. You know I gotta cook real quick.
Yeah, because I don't know, but we can speak on the character development.
And for the final score, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead,
got the results here.
Go ahead.
For a final score, y'all ready for this? Can I get a drum roll, please? Official Bento score is an 8.9. Ladies and gentlemen.
That is a what? Platinum bento box?
That is a platinum box, boy.
1 point away from a diamond? Wow. I think the show deserves a diamond. So can we rewrite?
You want to round up?
Let's rewrite history.
I thought we wrote it down. Huh? Oh, you want to rewrite history? So you want to go with that plot progression part?
Let's revisit a topic. Character design. I think character design is gonna stay with us.
Plot progression is the one.
Plot progression. I think Nizzy gonna have to bump his score up
to a 9.
Go ahead.
That's
what we're doing.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah, they
about to call me something.
Push it up to the 8.5. I can push it up to 8.5. You don't gotta say 9. You go still.
Nigga say 9. I'm saying 9. I'll bring it up.
Oh, you want to go to 9?
I'm going to a 9.
You say you gonna put it up
fuck
to
it,
9.
man. This show was a diamond bento box, man.
So you saying 9?
I recommend this to anybody.
Anybody.
Alright.
I'm saying 9. So Nizzy, you going up?
Yeah.
So y'all.
Nizzy, what you going up to? You got 8 right now.
You throw that to a 9.
Throw it up.
A 9.5. He said, bro.
He said 9.5.
Nah, I'm sorry.
Nah, Nizzy getting soft. Nizzy getting soft. Nah, this ain't the real Niz, bro.
Yo, that was a dope character.
Nah.
Alright, my fault.
Y'all reach it.
Yeah, we got to do all the math over again. This is a straight up diamond bento.
We have to check.
Which means it's a first-rate anime that the Bento Boys will recommend to anybody getting into anime that's a fan of anime, or even if you don't like anime, you're going to like this show regardless. I promise you.
Great across the board. And when you compare it with the big boys, it's beating them. Oh God, because that level of creativity, you know what got me was the creativity.
Yeah,
I know the whole time. I'm like, man, this shit is alright.
You know I had to do it.
But when that creativity rant went off, I was like, nah, these shows not even touching this shit.
Yeah,
cause this shit's stupid creative. The sand bending, my niggas had the mask on.
Sand
and the metal bending, bro. The fact that she invented metal bending in the fucking show.
Boy, you saw her, when you saw her put her hands on the metal and be like, yo, she sensed the pebble.
When she put the suit on, she said, y'all niggas got fired. I got the remedy for you niggas.
Bro, when she put her hands on the metal and she sensed the minerals in the metal, she's like, oh shit, I could bend this.
I'm all set.
Yeah.
So, now, with the new official score, we just bumped this bad boy up to a 9.1. Ladies and gentlemen, that's official.
Diamonds are forever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Our first ever anime turned out to be a diamond tier. We did not plan this. I just threw Avatar out, and look where we at. I love it, though. That library hidden in the sand?
Oh, bruh. Yo, remember when Toph tried to hold that bitch up when it was sinking and let people run? Woo, in the sand, but like she couldn't really sense anything.
But now I ain't gonna hold you. One of my favorite part, one of my favorite arcs. Now we gonna talk about favorite moments of the show. Now we at the end. Okay. One of my favorite moments, because y'all know how I'm all about strategy, war, and death, and all this shit. When they was planning the invasion on the day that they lost their powers, and they really designed the boats to get up to the docks.
Oh, the tanks came out.
And niggas came out with the shit. And they was like, nah, just wait, baby. 10 more minutes. Just wait, baby. Y'all niggas just wait, niggas had the clock like that. So give me 10 more minutes. I'm going sick. That moon blocked the sun out. Them niggas said bet.
And them niggas weren't even there.
Oh yeah, right.
Those niggas weren't even there. Only person there was Azula.
They retreated.
Yo, they moved. They knew. They planned ahead of that shit. Come on now, the Fire Nation was stupid. It was dope. That was dope. That
invasion.
They rolled deep, bro.
They ran down on
deep as fuck. Yo,
the troopers.
I think one of my favorite moments, anything that had to do with Dai Li, bro. I thought the Dai Li was probably one of the dopest parts.
Those are the assassins, right?
The people that work for Earth Nation.
Yeah,
you hang upside down all the time. You walk in a room and you're like, what the fuck? You in the ceiling? Like, what the fuck are all these people up here? And they just drop down.
Basically,
how they were hypnotizing niggas in there.
The Court of Owls, like the Batman.
Yeah, like the Court of Owls. I thought anything that had to do with the Dai Li, I thought that was fire.
Yeah,
fire.
I'm gonna go with when Boomy ran down back on the city. When he came back and had to take it over.
Yeah, he took the whole city by. What? You see that statue he lifted up at the top of the city? And he just rode that bitch down.
People forget my son Boomy is brawling. He brawling as hell.
How you that brawling at 112 years old, bro?
He waited 100 years for that.
Bro, he ate broccoli. Literally. He ate broccoli.
Yo, because he literally said, remember Aang he broke him out.
Yeah.
And Boomy was like, nah, I'm going to stay here, dog.
Mm-hmm.
He stayed there, yo.
Because everyone thought he was just crazy. He was like, nah, I'm just swole.
He's a mad genius, man.
I'm swole. That's all it was.
Talking about that show got me excited, man.
Yeah, I'm glad we came to this one. This was a move.
Avatar,
it's an official move.
The Last Airbender, the Diamond Bento Box. Go eat that. Go enjoy that.
Word.
That's food for thought. That's soul food. Mm-hmm. Everything in between.
Mm-hmm. Preach.
Yo, I'm satisfied right now.
Yeah, Meech did some preaching today, boy.
Yo, shout out to Meech, y'all.
Yeah, real
shout
talk. That's a round of applause.
Because keep it 100, if it wasn't for Meech, this shit got like an 8. I wasn't feeling this.
He was getting ready to get character.
These niggas torn as hell. They don't kill nobody.
And bald.
Sokka's a bitch. I was mad as hell.
You got a weak ass ponytail. The fuck? He not creative.
No extensions. No highlights.
But nah, you saved the day.
Yeah.
Right.
We gave it the right score.
We gave it the right score. And I hope you guys go check that out. Rewatch it. Because I'm going to rewatch it. I'm sure my boys are going to rewatch it. And right when the episode ends, we're going to go on YouTube and we're going to watch some clips.
Facts.
100%.
If you got any suggestions for the next anime to rank, let us know. We want to push this new thing we're doing. Join my Discord. If you look in the description of this YouTube video, there's going to be a link to Nizzy's Discord. And basically, Discord is a chat server where you could join and you could talk to us. We're going to have an area for you to rank on the anime yourself. And we're going to have a live ongoing rank with the community thinks. And y'all can talk to us, talk amongst yourselves. It's going to be dope. It's like 24/7 anime chat. You know what I'm saying? So download Discord app on your phone, make an account, and join Nizzy's server. The link is in the description. Other than that, thanks for watching the video. See you next time.
Bento out.